Welcome to yet another episode of Jikoni Magic's Meza. Today we're going to be using our energy efficient appliances to just show how versatile they can be. They don't just have to be for cooking food that is savory. They can bake, they can make yogurt, and amongst that we're going to be making yogurt. And the reason why I love doing mine in here is that it's just an automated process. You don't have to think very much about it. Let me take you through a step-by-step tutorial on how I do it. You could also do yours in the sufuria or maybe in the thermos. There I have seen some of us doing. So yeah, let me take you through what it is I have in front of me here. So come along. These are 2 liters of whole milk that I have put in this jug. This is going to be my starter culture. I have bought plain yogurt and flavored, not sugared, nothing is going on. And this is 1/3 of a cup. And make sure when you're going to buy that it has live cultures. Please make sure you do that. And since I want my yogurt to be rich, creamy and all that, this is 1/4 cup of whipping cream. You could also do double cream. I'll show you how I'm going to incorporate all this into the milk as the tutorial goes on. I'll also be using the instant read thermometer. You absolutely do not have to use it. I will show you what to do if you do not have the instant read thermometer. So don't worry, I'm not going to make this very technical. It will be very easy for each and every one of us. And for those of you who might be seated there watching me and wondering, Jikoni Magic, unatuambia we can make the yogurt inside the electric pressure cooker. How much is it going to dent our pockets? I'm here to tell you, usitense. We're going to use this energy meter that will tell you exactly how much electricity you've consumed, and from there we will be able to calculate exactly how much it's going to cost us to make the yogurt inside here. Before I start, you can see the meter is saying 0.000 kilowatt hours. To start us off, tunafunua the pressure cooker. Put the milk inside. The next thing we want to do is heat it up. What I'm going to do is take the cursor here to the chef's hat, which is the manual mode. And what I want to do is set my temperature to 100 degrees centigrade. And the next thing that I'm going to do is just turn it on. The reason I want to do that is I want to heat up the milk fast. And I want to take it to a point where it is just simmering, the edges are bubbling. Okay, that's what I want to do. Occasionally you can come and stir if you're doing it in a sufuria, ndio isishike chini, but since this one of mine is non-stick, there's no that fear. However, it's good to just keep stirring just to make sure that things are not scorching at the bottom. I'm going to take you through each step. So tungoje, it starts heating up. The milk has really heated up and it's already producing the steam. So I'd like to check on how hot it's become. It's at 76.1, so it's got a few more, it's got a few more minutes to go. So what I'm waiting for is for it to gently start bubbling on the sides over here, and we will know that it has simmered to where it should be. We've reached that point that I was aiming for. You can see bubbles already beginning to form at the edges of the pot. That means that it's ready. It's getting ready to start like simmering, boiling and all that. I do not want to go beyond that stage. And when we look at the milk with the instant read thermometer, let me just stir it up so that things can move around. Now let's take the reading. As you can see, we are around 84, heading climbing up as I stir it. So at this point, I'm just satisfied with it because you're supposed to heat the milk from between 80 to 85 degrees centigrade. So this is okay for me. I'm going to stop right here and then turn off the electric pressure cooker. Now that it's off, I prefer to remove the pot from inside here so that it can cool faster. You can just leave it on the countertop, or you can decide to put it in a cooler pot of water. That will ensure that it cools down much faster. I'm going to cool mine in a pot of cold water and I'll be back very shortly. Okay, I'm back. The milk has cooled down sufficiently. I'm going to show you the instant read thermometer, but before I do that, I thought maybe let me explain to you what the rationale of heating to 85, bringing it back to the 40 or around there. When you take it to between 80 and 85 degrees centigrade, it means that you have brought the milk up to a safe temperature that now when you make your yogurt, you're not going to have problems when you drink it. And then you have to take that temperature down, because if you do add the starter in that very hot milk, you're going to kill all the bacteria. That is why tukipeleka chini mpaka 40 degrees, it means now your bacteria can thrive, it can multiply, it can do all that. Another reason why I did not warm up my whipping cream is simply because kawaida we don't even warm whipping cream. We usually just what's it called, we whip it if we want to decorate a cake, to stiff peaks, to all that. So I didn't feel the need to. However, if you want, you can also mix your full cream, the whipping cream, inside the milk, heat them up to 85, take it down together. It's all up to you. For me, this is good. So yep, let's read the instant thermometer. Okay, as you can see, it's come down drastically to 36.8. When I stopped cooling it, it was at 39 point something, but that's okay. It will still work. How to know that you have cooled it down sufficiently even when you do not have the thermometer? With your clean hands, please make sure they're clean. You come and put your finger in here. Your finger should be able to stay inside there for like 10 seconds without you feeling the need to take out your finger because you feel like you're going to burn. So straight away, I'm going to add the whipping cream in there. This yogurt is going to be very rich and very creamy. I'm sure you can even see mafuta ishaanza tu kuinuka straight away. Mix it in. And I'm also going to add our starter. At this point, you can choose whether you're going to put a sweetener, whether you're going to put any flavorings like vanilla and all that, but I'm not going to add it. Then next is to just ensure that everything gets very well mixed in. Once you're sure that your starter, your whipping cream are fully mixed in, like properly mixed in, go ahead and ensure that your inner pot for the pressure cooker is dry, because safety first. If you put a wet inner pot in here, then you're gonna short your appliance. So I've wiped mine, put it back in here. Let me remove this. Then I'm gonna cover the pressure cooker. Come and put the yogurt setting. So I'm going to go to the yogurt setting, which is this one over here. And once I'm there, you see by default it goes to 8 hours. So I'm going to ensure that I increase the time to 10 hours. I want mine to be a bit tart, not too tart. I just want it to be a good balance in between. And then I press on the start. And that is all I have to do for the next 10 hours. It's going to be just hands off. And we will come and see how my yogurt has developed. So I look forward to seeing you after that. And before going on, let me show you how much we have consumed when heating up the milk. 0.358 kilowatt hours. To me, that is absolutely economical. We're going to calculate that at the end of it all cumulatively so that we know how much we will have spent on the entire process. See you then. The yogurt is rich, creamy, and the way to test if it's thickened sufficiently, you just poke your spoon and it stands. The standing spoon test. You can see the top layer being quite the creamy one. If you want to make it into Greek yogurt, you can still go ahead and do so. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it in so that the creamy layer that has all the fats gets incorporated. Okay, it's mixed very well. Let's now read the meter so that we can see exactly how much cumulatively we used when making the yogurt from start to finish. It's 0.383 kilowatt hours. At my place, I am charged 25 Kenya shillings for every kilowatt hour that I consume. So that will translate to what? 9.575 Kenya shillings. That is shilingi tisa na sumuni, ama senti sitini if you round it off, to make all this delicious yogurt that tastes way better than store-bought. Unangoja? Enda ukanunue isamu and make your own yogurt at home. I'll go ahead and serve some of the yogurt. You can decide to add sweetness to your yogurt by adding honey. However much honey you add is up to you. A splash of vanilla just for that nice flavor. Then you just go ahead and mix it in. And strawberries, of course. I'm gonna mix them in. Make sure that you put this in the fridge. It tastes way better once it's cooled down. But if you're a fan of warm yogurt, by all means, go ahead and do it. It's just that singevumilia, lazima ingepewa kionjo. So it's way better than store-bought, trust me. Siwezi wadanganya. Way better than store-bought, okay?
I just want to taste first before strawberry. It's just like a warm, but then it cup of fridge.
Yeah, shikana.
Yeah, fridge.
And with strawberry.
Yeah, try without strawberry. Actually,
you
it's a bit tart.
Okay.
Fridge.
Yeah, they need the fridge. Okay. Higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a live reaction.
And with that, let's meet next time. And I hope by then when we meet, you'll have made your yogurt inside the electric pressure cooker. Bye-bye.
It's a wrap.